Hi, so I'm going to show how I painted this Christmas ornament. So this is one of the ornaments I've already done. And what I did, I'm going to take this apart so you can see it. I just rubbed some of this mica powder on here. I just used a wet brush and just kind of rubbed it along on here. I just brushed it on a dark brown, and it's a gold. And then what I did was I just used a lighter brown, and then I dry brushed like this lighter brown on here. Then I did like like an ivory over the top, and then I used that same ivory paint. It's actually called Milk Jug, and then I did this for the top layer, and I thought it'd be really pretty for these Christmas ornaments. My Christmas tree, I have two different Christmas trees. I did one in like golds and another one in silver. So I thought this would be really pretty for my Christmas tree that I did in like, I did all different kinds of golds, and I have oranges on it. And I thought this would be really pretty for my tree this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I did this one. So this is one that I finished. So I'm gonna just set it over here. And I have this one, I just went ahead and put the dark brown, it's like a coffee bean color on this. And then I have it's just like a mica powder. You can use really any mica powder. And I'm just gonna dip my brush right in there. And I'm just gonna kind of just brush this right on here and my brush is just a little bit wet. And you can even use a little bit of Mod Podge if you want. And you can even use a little bit of this stuff called Maker's Magic. And I have that here too. You can add a little bit of this if you want it to stick a little bit better. And I'm gonna add that for just the sake of the video, just to try something different. I'm just gonna rub my brush a little bit in there just to try, just dip this gently in there. And I'm just gonna rub that off a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of brush that off a little bit because I don't want to put too much on, because I don't want to make it too gold because I want that brown to show through. So I'm just gonna lightly brush that on here. So that's just something different than the other one I did. But if you want to use a little bit of like your Mod Podge or Maker's Magic, just to give it a little bit of that nice soft gold. And that's just any kind of mica powder will do. Like you can get mica powders at Michael's. It's pretty easy to find. You can get them on Amazon too. So I'm just kind of gently just rubbing that on there. And I'll move that a little closer in case you want to see that. And it's just like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just brushing that right on there. And even like the more uneven you get is the better. I like that just a little bit, because you're going to be putting on that other layer right on top. So I'm just kind of brushing it on. There we are. There we go. So there's my tree. And then I'm going to be using, so I like to kind of blend colors a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and grab a little bit of a light brown, and I'm just going to put it on a little mixing tray here. I used to sell Mary Kay for like a hot minute, and I got these little, I don't know what these are. I think they were something people used to do facials on. So I saved them because I had all these left over. And why not? Why not like recycle things? Kind of silly. So I'm going to use these to mix my paints together. So I'm just using that Milk Jug and a brown. I just want a lighter brown. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm just brushing that right on here because I wanted a lighter brown. I don't want it like a too dark. I also don't want it too light. So it's almost the same color of the MDF that I used. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. And I'm going to move this down so you can see. I want to make sure you can see this. There we are. And there we go. I'm just going to move this out of the way so I don't get any paint on it. And then this one I just painted with what is this called? This is called Milk Jug. So I just went ahead and painted that one. I'm going to set this off to the side. And I'm just brushing this right on. There we go. And I'm just getting a nice layer of that paint on here. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. Move this out of the way so you can see. There we go. And it's so much fun just to play with different techniques. All right, so now that I have that done, I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to grab another brush and I'm gonna dry brush. So I'm gonna grab some of this. This is called, that is called the Milk Jug, and that's just folk art. I'm just gonna tap off so I don't want to take too much of this, and I'm just gonna gently rub right across. Took a little bit too much off, and I'm gonna gently just rub right across. Actually, I think it's still a little wet yet, and I'm just gently rubbing across here, just brushing right across here. There we are. And it kind of gives like that farmhouse look. It kind of picks up the highlights and the swirls. And I'm gonna just keep going a little bit more with that. I'm just tapping off because I don't want to take too much. There we are. There we go. Okay, just one more layer. Didn't grab enough. All right, and I really like how I, oops, got a little too much there, but that's okay. We can just blend that right out. And just keep working my way right across. Okay, and when you're happy with the result, you're gonna come back. You're gonna bring that pretty goldish brown and you're gonna layer it right over the top. You can really see how pretty that looks. And you can leave it like that if you want, or you can add that third layer with the milk jug layer. And that's all you have to do, and you just glue them. I like to use Loctite super glue. And that's all there is to making these pretty ornaments. And then if you kind of just tilt it a certain way, you can see that pretty shine shining through on that back layer. So that's all there is. And dry brushing is a lot of fun. So many different ways you can do it. But I like to add a little bit of something different with the mica powders. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to try that tonight. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and happy making Christmas ornaments. All right. Thanks a lot for joining. Bye.